Hello there, air signs. Welcome to your all signs mid-month check-in for February 2026. Just a reminder that this is just a preview of the air signs because it is Aquarius season. The air signs, because I always pick the element here, that's in birthday season, get the public preview. So if you're looking for your other placements, they will be found in this full video here at Harmonia Friends Community, my community area here. It is a membership site, but it is a small monthly fee to gain access to not just this reading, but to all of them. Now, interesting enough, I just did a channel message here for the mid-month check-ins, and I have a little bit of a different setup here. And I started your reading and I had to stop here because I realized I was paused, and I looked up and I was like, oh my gosh, I got through it, like to the part where I was just going to get to Aquarius and it wasn't recording. And so I said, that wasn't meant to be seen. But I will tell you this, there is this energy here of overthinking, getting stuck in your head, missing the most important step here. Like, you know, it's almost like I feel like you're so busy or so in a hurry that mistakes may happen. And then you realize, oh, I missed something, because, you know, everything here at Harmonia is a message. All right. Spirit, what card here is representing my air signs here? What card here is representing my air signs? Here we go. Number, no reversals on initial story play. We have the 8 of Cups. If your life feels stale, explore new scenery. You know, this kind of goes with the message hand in hand. You got the 10 of Wands originally, which was asking you a question here of why you got to make it so hard or difficult to leave things that like basically don't serve you anymore. And here we have the 8 of Cups, which is basically stating to you, if your life feels stale, it's time to explore other opportunities. And I love how she's looking out here into the ocean or to the body of water or whatever it is, because it's about what lights you up. How does it make you feel? So it is deeply this deep need for like thirst of finding something out there that quenches it. But I also feel that you are in the precipice, and we talked about this in the collective reading here too, and that's over at Harmonia, that even though we're in the fire horse energy, we're still shedding some of the things of that snake energy. And so, you know, that what you have built here is not your final destination. So something here is calling you to get outside of your comfort zone. All right. Let's see what numbers are here with you. What numbers are here with my air signs? Now, you may see these throughout the rest of the month, or it's just something here. It could be any combo. It could be a 6, a 5. It could be 11. But when we think of 11, it is, to me, the Great Awakening, shock to clarity. So this insight is not going to wait for comfort. Your intuition already knows. It's just catching up here, okay? And I feel like with a 6 here, this is a very deep soul contract, and not necessarily a soul contract with another. Some of you it is, you're parting ways from individuals here that no longer serve you. But others of you, this has to do with your own soul contract here. And a lot of people are like, what's my mission? But this isn't about a mission. It's a huge course correction here for you. And there's something here that scares my air signs when it comes to freedom or a blank canvas. And the saying, freedom without focus is just a detour. I feel like my air signs tend to get in their head and stuck on how that's going to be, how to shape that. And so there's something here for the rest of this month, or in the rest of this energy of when you're listening to this, that you're realizing that you don't have all the answers, but you're walking out the door anyway, and your gut is just telling you to do so. And this may include meeting new people, new situations. Okay. What else does the universe want to remind us of with the cosmic energy here? Harmony. Beautiful. Harmony is the beautiful melody in relationships. Okay. So there's something here about seeking harmony. Now, some of you, this is internal, seeking harmony with oneself, seeking harmony here with a relationship with your higher self. Some of you, your inner child. Whether you go in the past here or go in the future, it is realizing that you're still on a journey, maybe at a different pace, but you're still on a journey. And I love this because it kind of reminds me of the Fool's journey here with the Fool's card, but there's two people here. Now, some of you, this could be relationships that are more harmonious here to you. But even in discord, there's beauty in that. Okay, there's growth. Not everybody is at the same pace as you. All right, so this big energy here is seeking something that is more harmonious, balanced. All right, let's see what your challenge is. What are the challenge spirit here of my air signs for the rest of this energy every month? The Five of Pentacles, feeling like you're on your own, alone, or too broke. Some of you feel like, Tanya, I don't got enough money or enough savings to have a new start like I want to. But this is feeling left out. This is feeling like a little bit lost. But do you see, there's still a key there. She doesn't see it, but there's a key there. So she may just be missing the key here to get herself inside. But there's something here about you opening the door and then feeling like you can't get back inside. Oh, I see. I see. Thank you, Spirit. Once you leave the door, there's a lot of fear here that you're not going to remember things the way it used to be. It's almost like you're looking at your old life and saying, God, I'm going to miss this. Because some of you have been just healing, have been in hibernation mode, like hermit mode. And that was a place of great healing, comfort. But there's something here that's calling or beckoning you to get out of your comfort zone. And it's like, will I ever be able to have that? Others of you, it's a relationship. It's like, when you're in a relationship, especially if it's romantic, and you've been single for quite some time, it's a huge change when you meet someone and have to acclimate and create room and space. So there's something here about fear of not being able to have that space again. That was the universe here supporting my air signs. Interesting enough, the Nine of Swords loves to come out as a support card. And, it's always a card here where it's like, oh my gosh, how could that be supporting? Restless nights, anxiety, fear. Well, the way it's supporting you is the chance here to face it, to confront it. And my air signs, I'm a fellow air sign too. I got quite a lot of air in my chart here and earth, but this isn't about me. This is about the Nine of Swords energy. And that feels like you're deep in your thought and it's painful. And it's like, I don't know what to do. I don't understand. And you could be writing about it, could be thinking about it, but it's keeping you to the point where you're not centered, but it's also allowing you the point here to breathe. Notice that she's almost in a meditative state here, about to go in. Maybe I need to pause. Maybe I just need to let it go. But there's something about the noise. This is strengthening actually your intuition. If you can focus on your breath in the moment and realize that you're not that thought. Yeah. All right. So that's going to play out differently for each individual sign. We're going to move on to Aquarius. I'm going to just timestamp this real quick. Aquarius is now up. Reversals are now up. They will be affected by this line. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius. Aquarius, what are you walking into here for the rest of February? I love this for you. The Magician. Notice how it's below the mountain here too. And the Magician, you have all of the tools that you need. And then you go into your intuitive state. You meet the High Priestess next. We have the Three of Cups here reversed. This has to do with people from your past or situations that you played in the past. Could be the version of you too. Oh, but you're getting through it. And it's not, this isn't ego. You are alchemizing relationships here from your past where maybe you weren't truly authentically yourself, or others maybe not been that too. But to me, it says the glasses are off when it comes to feeling you couldn't get over a situation or over yourself. You know, it's like trying to forgive yourself. It's like, I can't believe I was that naive. I can't believe I went through this. But this is you feeling like, holy crap, I did get through that. I did. So you're in the precipice here of realizing that these relationships, these bottles that you were healing from had to happen in order for you to get through to almost like a next level. Yeah. See how you're responding to this. I just saw underneath the deck the Page of Swords here reversed. So there's something here that maybe you were looking at or investigating or trying to educate yourself of, like, how could someone treat me this way? Or how could I be that way? And it's like, no, how could I treat myself that way? Yeah. I don't need to keep looking at this. I don't need to try to resolve this. Some of you are fearful of what you see online. So I think this is you. Some of you, I almost see this energy here of like turning off the TV, turning off the news, or stop spying on the individuals here that did you dirty. It's just something here about turning things off and trying to explore what's a bigger opportunity here, because you are integrating here a new area. Yeah, look at that, 9 of Wands. So you're definitely, rejection is always protection. I do feel some of you had to create your own boundaries, and you did. Others of you, there's something here where you may be evaluating situations from the past, but you're not going to let everybody up that ladder into this. Okay, into this thing. This is something here about facing the wounds, but also doing something here in a more graceful way. What's a greater meaning here of that 6 of Wands? Yeah, 8 of Pentacles here, reverse. So I do feel you are about to walk into certain relationships, and it could be because they're new to you, or like I said, if you're at a new job, new relationship, maybe you moved. Not everybody's going to seem like your cup of tea. You may have to feel it out. And there's this energy here of watching. Just be careful of not overdoing it like you've done it in the past. And I do feel with the 8 of Pentacles here reversed, and I love to make me do math, there is particular relationships here where you're just going to allow it to integrate and see where it goes, but you're not going to take control of it in any sense. This is someone here who's getting to know new people, getting to know their environment, not wanting to completely make a decision. I just noticed she's got a cup of water here too. Look at that. But if the cup of water is empty, you're willing to go, okay, this isn't my cup of tea, I got to go. Or, all right, I tried it, but it's not working for me. So you're going out of your comfort zone here. You're trying new things. But you're not devoted to it yet. You're experimenting in that sense. All right. What advice do we have here for Aquarius? Spirit, what advice do we have for Aquarius? Wow, we have the 10 of Swords here. And the 8 of Swords again. This is actually good energy with it being a dupe card here. And here's why. Whatever this betrayal here or fear of getting up and seeing things, you're facing it. It's like you're facing rejection. You're taking off the glasses. You're being very authentic. What you don't like, what you do like. But this is you being real as well. I feel that some of you have really had some denial here that you weren't ready to move on, or you were hoping for something to come back around, or you weren't ready to face something that really hurt you, whether it was, a combination, or if it was just someone here did you dirty. I think it's not just on one person. I feel like it's on many aspects of your life. And this ending here of sacrificing yourself on this rock is so different, because look at it. I just keep seeing rocks. You see this? There's a rock. There's the mountains here. There's so much about being above. I feel this energy here of you realizing the worst fear that you had was internally, and that's in your thoughts. And so that's what you're doing for the rest of this energy, is going through that, burning through it, and just experimenting here with setting yourself onto new ground, meeting new people, starting new activities, new hobbies. And that's what I got here for you. All right, Aquarius, if this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. We're going to clear the board and get ready here for Gemini next. All right, Gemini, let's see what's going on for you. What's coming up for my Geminis? Here we go. We have the 7 of Wands. The 9 of Wands reversed. Okay, this has to do with a past situation. And the 6 of Pentacles. So your walls are up really, really high. I feel this energy here of you leaving a situation and choosing to do, and there's something here that you had to do on your own, but your destination is that you're not on your own. You got family here, you got friends here, you got support. Whatever this is, you got the support, but you got to get to that destination first. So I feel like this is for my Geminis here who have been in a spot, and I'm using a lot of metaphors. I get it. I'm reading for a lot of different people. Has been in a spot here where they know they've been secluded so long and they need some changes, but in order to get to where they need to do, they got to get back out there. And it's like, oh, it's almost like there's an apocalypse going outside there. And it's like, I may run into that person, or what if they see me, or there's paranoia here. There's paranoia. But remember, harmony is a beautiful melody in the relationship. So I feel like someone here is already at a destination, is like, hey, Gemini, if you just come up here, you'll see that it's like that won't even bother you anymore. And so this is hard because you're trying to get there, but it's like at the same time, are they following me? What's happening? Do I feel this energy here, paranoia, even though it's the 9 of Wands, which is usually a card here of being of having boundaries or being hurt. That's the reason you have the boundaries. But with it reversed, with it combined with the 5 of Pentacles, it's telling me the challenge here is afraid of being taken down completely. Being taken down completely. Some of you financially. How are you reacting to this? Yeah. Judgment. Look at this. It's like a cage. But with it reversed, it's like It's almost like you feel like someone here is going to realize that you're not in the cage anymore, and it's going to all of a sudden draw attention to you. And I see all of this individuals here, and I'm seeing the mountains again, and just look at this, but I really see the doves, which is peace offering. Someone here is offering you some peace, not to the situation that you're running from. What's a greater opportunity here by getting to this destination? Could be a piece of advice as well, Gemini. It has to do with parting ways from a relationship that is long overdue. This isn't death do us part. This is, oh my God, I got to get out of this, or I don't want to deal with this. And this Four Wands I look at differently because I'm looking at the shape of their bodies, and they do remind me a lot of the hangman and hangwoman in this case. But I do feel that there is something here that just feels stifling, feels closed off. It's like, just get me out of here, get me out of this environment, get me out of this job, get me out of this relationship. It doesn't bring me happiness, and I'm afraid they're going to just follow me, or I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to get to where I want to be. But man, the devil. Capricorn energy. There's more paranoia here for this Gemini. Fear. Remember, the support here is in your fear, but there's negativity here on what you're seeing or viewing. And it's like always looking back and turning around. And I just feel this energy here, a spirit saying, hey, you realize that you could have been at the destination if you weren't always looking back? What advice does Spirit have for this Gemini? Oh, Ace of Cups. That's unconditional love. That's the cup here that is full. Compassion. Self-love. Seven of Cups. But look at this. 7 with the Ace of Cups is the 8 of Cups. You deserve love. You deserve happiness. You also get to choose that. Whether someone else is unhappy about the decisions you make, maybe they're just not meant to be a part of that anymore here for you, Gemini. You deserve love. You deserve abundance. You get to pick and choose your options, but there's something here about feeling like you're going to pick and choose wrong, or it's going to pick and choose and that person's going to be back. And I feel like with that snake, they're showing me the wood snake energy here. That's your past. And we're still shedding it. Even though we're in the fire horse energy, we're still shedding that skin. And I did a whole collective reading over at Harmonia Friends Community about it. Yeah. But you deserve love. That's what I got. All right, we're going to move on to Libra next. Gemini, if that resonated, just go ahead and hit like, comment below. And don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. All right, let's get to Libra. All right, my scales, Libra. Let's see how the rest of February 2026 is going for you. We have the Magician reversed. Ooh, the Tower reversed. What's going on here? So here's the situation. These are all reversed, but we're going to look at them upright, okay? I know the deck is not reversed. I just shuffled the hell out of this. The challenge here is getting through a connection that maybe you've been stuck on, ruminating on. Now, the Magician reversed is maybe wanting answers, wanting to see where the dispute was, wanting to see where the disconnect was. And some of you, this is having to do with a version of you. And it's like, I just don't understand why I made those decisions or why it went that way. But when the tower's reversed, it's not necessarily a direct hit to you now. I feel like there's some changes here where you're seeing, it's almost like deja vu, where it's like you're like, that building used to be there and it's left an imprint, but it's not there anymore. But it affects not just me, it affects other people. And there's something here that you're realizing that it's not just you this is affecting. It's not, it's other people around you. Now, some of you, this could be somebody here from the past here. Believe it or not, it's not all about you. But it's because there's this new precipice being formed here. It's almost like I feel, this is for Libra who's having a new start and is like, man, damn, it doesn't look that great out there, or whoo, it's cold out there. I should wear a winter jacket. It's not spring, it's left an impact. How are you receiving here, responding to this? Page of Pentacles. You're trying to be a little bit more light-hearted, but also taking accountability. This is for a Libra here who's like, all right, I don't want to miss opportunities here, but I'm going to grab at them too, and I'm going to learn something from it. So this is a really good learning period here for Libra, and I feel like this is something where I feel this Libra's learning a lot from their past, not just their side of the story, but maybe others. And there may be something where you may hear from individuals from your past, but I notice here that, whether you're throwing it or you're catching it, he's got sunglasses on. He's being naive, but at the same time grounded. So he's not fully the fool, even though it's got the fool's energy. It's more playful with it. Like, what's this about? Okay. I will entertain this. It's a bigger opportunity here than this entertaining. The Seven of Wands here reversed. I also feel you are hyper vigilant. You do a lot on your own. You do. But there's an opportunity here if someone says, hey, can I help? Or, hey, can we talk? This is you going, sure. Why not? Why not? But not in a bad way. You already know your boundaries. You understand it. Remember, the support here is the fear. It's almost like, oh God, here we go. Here we go. Oh God, this is going to be painful. Some of you, this is a conversation with an individual from your past. Others of you, it's just facing something like a rejection is like, oh God, yeah, let's talk about it. Could even be your finances or something. It's like, oh God, yeah, I made that mistake. Buyer's remorse. But your account's like, hey, can we talk? Can we see, how you can do things a little differently? And you're like, why not? Why not? This is your card. And I feel like the biggest situation here for you is kind of listening to the judgment, even though it may not feel comfortable. It is consequences. And I'm not saying you created a bad consequence, but it's consequences that felt very heavy to this Libra, that they're like, I just got to face it. Like, what is it? Or, okay, what do you got to say? What's this? Because it's about an imbalance. It's about a need here for realignment. And it's also about facing here the judgment. Final advice here for you, Libra. Final advice here for you about facing this or the situation. Look at that. You got another page, but now it's the Page of Wands. It's like a spark gets developed here. I really feel that this, whatever this news is, And I'm not saying some of you are taking a person back. I feel this allows you to have a new start, face a consequence here of not having all of the answers, and having a desire and passion here to love. And this could also be a huge card of forgiveness. Now, and like I said, it does not mean you're taking people back. I just feel this energy here, or spark of having a new beginning, a new start here. Now, some of you are going to choose to have a restart with others. Others of you, this is a restart here, realizing that this happened for a reason. And even though someone or situation may have faced a consequence, it's coming back around here. And it could even be you facing the consequence here, so that you can have a new start and breathe again, live again, love again. And gosh, I love this for you, because the Eight of Cups here is going towards that cup is the Nine of Cups. Something that's way more fulfilling for you. Sure, why not? Some of you are saying, sure, why not to a date? Like I said, sure, why not to help? But you're going to see that it's going to allow you to be more playful. I hope that makes sense here for you. All right, Libra, if that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages over at Harmonia Friends Community. And if you are looking for your other placements, they are found here in the All Signs Mid-Month over in the community area. You guys take care.